This is harder than I thought it was going to be because I want to read this, but I'm so used to just talking, and so I don't know how this is all going to play out. But I wrote this little treatise because I'm switching gears. I'm not going to be talking about the history of anti-Semitism in this next little chats, and I want to talk about it will lead into anti-Semitism, but it comes from a different angle. And so anyway, this is written and I'm going to read it, and here it goes. What is the one thing that you would like to shout to the world? That thing that makes you talk a little louder and a little faster because your passion takes over, and without realizing it, your heart started to beat and you feel slightly more alive. For me, it would be the coming of a kingdom, an earthly kingdom where we have resurrected bodies and a Jewish man sitting on David's throne in Jerusalem, a man whose name is Jesus. Within that, a multifaceted prism exists, a prism that colors almost everything happening around us: politics, religion, morality, current events, entertainment, relationships. It's a cosmic battle that will culminate with a winner and a loser. Here we are, our assigned seats in the train of time. Here we are, observing or perhaps participating in the unfolding events in our age. The thing of it is that it's all leading towards something. The redemption of all things, restoration, the defeat of death, new bodies. Sounds like a plot line in a science fiction movie. New bodies that defy death and healing the earth from the harm that we have done. Except this plot line Moses penned 4,000 years ago, before he polluted the earth and used up her resources, and before science and technology could even whisper the promises of eternity. If 20, 50, or even 100,000 Christians lined up single file against a wall, and very quickly, one by one, you went down and you asked them, what is the hope of your faith? The hope of Christianity. And I think 90% or more would answer something like heaven, or the forgiveness of sins, maybe to be with God or Jesus forever. And I wouldn't argue with those answers, that those are truths embedded in our faith. But I would argue that those things are not the object of our faith, not the end game of God's plans. They are realities for sure, but they are points along a journey whose destination we long for. The culmination of all things, the defeat of all enemies, death and Hades being the last, the restoration of the earth, new bodies that are like Messiah's, and a new government on the earth, the Son of David, who will sit on his throne forever, Jesus.